Good morning, friends. We are live on YouTube, on Facebook. Let's get the Instagram up and running. All right, let's go live on Instagram. Where are we? All right, friends. This is the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. I've got a very personal story to tell today. All right, let's hit live on TikTok. Oh, I didn't put my microphone in. Let me put that in. Good morning, friends. Yesterday, I had to say no to one of my favorite casting directors. Good morning. This is the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. You are in the right place if you are looking for real life stories, resources, and strategies to help you with your acting career, to help you build a successful and sustainable acting career. That's exactly what the Working Actor NYC is here for. And yesterday, I had to say no to one of my favorite casting directors, not because I didn't want the job, because I didn't want to leave the country. So there's a casting director in New York City called Paul Hart. And he and I met 20 years ago, at least 20 years ago, because he was the associate for a play on Broadway, and there was an EPA for it. EPAs are the general auditions that every production has to have in order to make the process accessible to all equity members. So it's kind of like a general audition, but for a specific project. And they were having their EPA, and the day of that EPA, the MTA went on strike. There were no subway, there was no buses, but I lived downtown in Manhattan, and the audition was in Midtown, so I just walked up to the audition. But I was one of like maybe 20 people who showed up to this audition. So Paul just said, "Great, I'm just going to spend time getting to know these people." And I was in the room for like half an hour, I want to say. And I did my audition for him. We talked. He clearly liked what he saw because we talked for a long time. We got to know each other. And, you know, instead of rushing me through, he got to know me. And it turns out that I'm from Australia, and he had been to Sydney, and we had a mutual friend, and we developed this relationship. He started to call me in as a reader, and I love being a reader for auditions. And Paul was one of the first people to call me in and let me do that for him. And sorry, we have dogs sitting at the moment. And this is one of my main focuses that I work on from my acting career and for the clients that I work with. Relationships matter, y'all. They matter. And so we have, over the 20 years that we've known each other, I must have done at least a dozen productions for him. He is the casting director for some fantastic theaters all over the country and internationally. And he has cast me in several Goodspeed Opera House productions. He has cast me in Bucks County productions. He has cast me at the Old Globe in San Diego. Like, fantastic jobs. Like, he's the real deal. And I really like him. I really respect him. We have a professional relationship that I am very proud of. And, we've had drinks together after the show, sort of thing. Like, he's somebody that I care about and genuinely like. And now he's in a bind. He is a casting director for an international production, and they need someone immediately. It's a show that I've done before. So he reached out to my agent, 4 weeks overseas, leaving now, go do it. And I had to say no, not because I don't want the money, you know. Thank you, Nabil Benyetu. Oh, thank you, Nabil. I don't know. I think I've met anybody from there before. Welcome to the Daily, the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. Hi, friends. Looks like we've got some lots of people in the house. And this is your go-to place for information about your acting career. If you're looking for real life stories of what it looks like to be a working actor in New York City, you're in the right place. And as I'm telling you, I had to say no to a casting director. And it's one of my favorite casting directors. And the reason that I had to say no is because this was an international job, and I'm a legal permanent resident. I am not a US citizen. And recent changes in immigration enforcement have made me personally uncomfortable about leaving the country. I don't have a criminal record. Intellectually, I don't think I'm the sort of person these policies are aimed at. But whether my fear is rational or not, it's real enough that it changed my decision. You know, sometimes the hardest decisions we make about our careers have nothing to do with the work itself. Um, you know, there are other things at play here, and you know, the tension, of course, that I'm struggling with is that this is a casting director. Hi, Patricia Dempsey. Um, Phyllis Short, Polly Short. I'm not sure what that means. Not sure what she's talking about. Um, hi, Patricia Dempsey. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. I appreciate your support. This is the daily, the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. If you're wondering what it looks like, what the daily life of a working actor in New York City looks like, this is it. And like I say, hello, friends. I'm originally from Australia, and I've lived in New York for over 25 years now. And I have I'm from Russian. Okay, great. Thanks for being here, Russia. Hi, Indonesia. Hello. Thanks for joining me. This is the daily, the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. We got international in the house. Daka, can I join the live? I have some questions. You can ask your questions right here in the chat, my friend. I'm fully prepared. I would love to hear what you want to ask me about being a working actor in New York City. I'd be fascinated to hear exactly what your questions are. In fact, everybody out there, tell me what you're working on in your acting career. Are you an actor, Daka? I don't have any jobs to give right now, my friend. I am a solopreneur, so I am building my own business. That's where I'm at in my acting career. I have oh, summer's here. I just got off a role in a horror film. Super excited, super nervous. You're going to be awesome. Are you kidding me? That's going to be fantastic. When do you start shooting? Tell me more about this horror film, Summer. I would love to know. Things are getting crazy over on TikTok, so I'm happy to have the diversion over on YouTube for the moment. Couple weeks, 5 pages. Get it done. That's super exciting. Oh, how cool. Wait, do you get murdered? I'm dying to know. Do you get to be the scream queen? Come on, I'm dying. You probably can't tell me details. You're probably under NDA or something like that. But that's super exciting. Maybe. I'm obsessed. Oh, that's super fun. Hi there, Humaira. Thanks for joining me. This is the Daily, the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. Things are getting crazy over on TikTok. That's super exciting, Summer. I'm really, really happy for you. How did the convention go? I'm sorry it hit it right at a crazy time. I had like 3 workshops and 2 auditions, and I was getting snowed under with learning lines. So it was hi, Jezri Aziz. This is the Working Actor NYC, right there in the title. I'm based in New York City. It's part of an indie series that's been going on since the 80s. Are you kidding me? That's awesome. Come on, legacy. That's super exciting. It's really fun. All right, friends. We have our live podcast, which we are doing tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. I'm originally from Australia, my friends, and I'm now based in New York. But we're doing our live podcast tomorrow, and it being July 4th, Independence Day, we are talking about independence as an actor and what those parts of your career are that where you feel like you're in control and those parts where you don't. And what does it mean to be independent as an actor, whether you're working with agents and representatives or not? Um, there are parts of your career where you do have ownership and control, and parts of your career where you share that control with somebody else, and parts of your career where you don't have control. We'll be going through all of it tomorrow live right here. Come home back and join us. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I hope to see you all there. Excuse me. You have to meet this. You have to meet this little star. Come here, Tux. Oh, it's like, it's playtime. But this is Tux. Look at that beautiful puppy. Dog sitting for a few days over the long weekend for a friend. So super excited to have another buddy here. Hershey, our dog, is still getting used to the whole idea, but they'll be good friends by the end of it, I'm sure. All right, my friends, thanks for joining me wherever you are in your acting career. You got this. Keep going. I'll see you on Monday, or we'll see you for the podcast tomorrow. All right. The con was great. It was the first time since my friends from Revenge of the Nerds reunited since we lost our beloved cast members, Bobby and Don. It was nice to be together again, even though it's heartbreaking. Oh, it must have been an emotional time. But that's super fun that you get to be a part of that. I'm coming. I'm coming. Apparently, my services are now required on the floor to play with Tux. All right, my friends. We have our live podcast tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, and I'll be right back here for the daily on Monday. I'll see you then.